Many of you in this life, unfortunately, will fail. You'll never reach the goals that you want. You'll never reach the type of success that you want. And it doesn't have to be this way. I'm proof that it does not have to be this way. You can have success. You can have the status. You can have the wealth. You can have the women. You can have the freedom. These are all things that I've attained. Cash flow, I accumulate that. Wealth, I preserve that. Women, I have a wife. Freedom, I'm traveling the world right now. Right now, I'm in Morocco. But not that long ago, I was a lost boy in East Tennessee, 18 years old, which wasn't that long ago, just a few years. I was a lost 18-year-old boy in East Tennessee. I had nothing but the idea. I had nothing but the dream. I had nothing but the belief that what I saw in my mind, the hunger that I had, the ambition that I had would make a way for me. Things would come into fruition. I believed in my spirit. I believed in my soul. I believed in that which created me. And it led me on a journey to where now I've traveled across the world. I'm a part of a royal family lineage in West Africa, Ghana to be exact. I've been given the title of a prince. I'm over many different businesses. My hands are in a lot of different pots. But let me first explain to you why I'm saying that you're going to fail. And this is why I do my content, because I believe in you guys. I make these videos. I lead this movement that I lead. I'm doing this, first of all, by divine order. But I'm doing this for those that are just like me. You can see the hunger in our eyes. I can feel your spirit through this video. And I do it for you. I do it for you because there are so many things that we can achieve and be out here. We all have the right, the birthright to a powerful, purposeful life. And so I'm teaching you how to watch, how to guide, how to allow destiny to unfold for you in such a way that you too will be able to get on this camera and talk about how not that long ago you were in a whole different position, but now we have freedom. We travel the world. Now we have wives, women that love us. That's what I suggest you do. But I do have dedicated teachings for that on the way. Many of you are also confused in that area. But we also have the cash flow. We also have the business mindset. And so I'm teaching you how to live a royal life. This is the royal component of myself that I teach you, that I give to you guys, day in and day out. Because this mindset is necessary. So I want you to take out a pen and a piece of paper. That's another thing. Before I even get started with what I'm saying, I'm that type of teacher. I want you to write it out because this is what I did. This is what I did to get where I needed to go. This is how I ended up here. I have notebooks on notebooks on notebooks. Now it's on a tablet. Now I write it out digitally, but I'm still writing things out every day. A lot of you don't want to read and write. I don't understand it. I've traveled the world. I've encountered this same problem in many countries at this point. You guys don't want to read and write. You guys don't want to get better. You don't want to learn. And this is for those who want to learn. You want to learn. You want to build your mind up. Your mind is how you get here. Connecting with your soul is how you get here. And I'll teach you guys how to do that for free in this video and all the other videos I will ever create. So look, number one, when you think about building a powerful, purposeful life in your 20s or however old you are, it doesn't even matter. When as a man, powerful, purposeful life, I want you to understand that it's about positioning. It's about sequencing. One of the very first books that I ever read and starting my journey of entrepreneurship, my first business, I was a producer. I still make beats now. Beats, I was producing. I've talked to TM88. I've talked to Ken Carson. I've sent beats to Ken Carson for those who know who that is. I'm honestly not a fan of the music, but at that time, this was many years ago, I sent him beats. I've worked with 300 Entertainment. You know, I've been in the game. You know, and so I've been there, done that. And this was my first business, right? Around that same time, I was reading business books because I understood it's deeper than just knowing how to do the craft. That's one aspect of it. The other components, I wanted cash flow. And I was 16 years old. I made, I think, about 10K profit, maybe a little more, give or take, in cash transactions at the time, you know, but this is what I was engaging in. And so at that time, I realized I got to acquire knowledge. So another thing, in business, I've went through border to border. Nothing changes in the game of business from one border, from the US border to the Moroccan border to the UAE border. Knowledge is still at the forefront. Knowledge, the acquisition of knowledge as a man is the most important thing that you could get your hands on right now. I promise you. And so at that time, when I started my first business, my first entrepreneurship endeavor, the first time of transacting, making transactions and processing payments online, my PayPal account that I put in my grandmother's name, I was underage. I learned about sequencing. I got a book even by Patrick Bet-David. For those, he's a popular business guy. It doesn't even, I'm not even talking about lost, secret, hidden books right now. We're talking about stuff that is readily available. It taught you about sequencing. It taught you about exponential growth. It taught you these key concepts. And where I'm going with this is you want to take out the opportunity right now to cut out all the noise. There's plenty of noise going on around us. This person saying do that, this person saying do that, this should make money, you should go get this degree, this will help you if you do go to this technical school, this will do that. These people, number one, they've never probably even left their home state. They've probably not even left their half of the country to those in the United States. I'm not dissing them, I'm just saying what it is. These aren't credible opinions. So everybody has an opinion. Everybody's going to be saying this, saying that. You need to block all of that out. Money does not chase their opinion. And until you actually start going to do international business, to me, you don't even understand the game of business. You don't even fully understand what money is yet if you've not had to transfer one form of currency to another. At this point, I've touched over 3 different currencies in the palm of my hands. And in my cryptocurrency ledger, I have hundreds of currencies right there. This is how you acquire the understanding of money. And you realize something. It's all about positioning. It's all about sequencing. It's a deeper game at play here, and I'm trying to teach you guys how to acquire the mindset to really play the game, to set yourself up for life. That's my goal with every last one of my students. I'm telling you play for play what I'm doing. I'm telling you step by step what I'm doing. I'm setting myself up for life. I'm setting my family up for life. Now, I have a much bigger responsibility on my shoulders than some of you, because of my title as a prince and the royal family line that I'm a part of in Ghana and the Dagomba tribe. I'm setting them up financially. I'm including a lot of these financial systems that I teach you here on a larger scale in practice and theory there. And so what I'm telling you, you can build a community off of, you can build your family off of, and you can most certainly build yourself off of. But I teach you guys that you are the one to save your lineage. What I share with you guys here will save your lineage. But I need you to stop, number one, block out all the noise. Number two, it's about positioning. This is what I'm teaching you. Getting in the right position. Why? Did I know I was going to end up in Morocco? No. Did I know I was even going to end up in West Africa and be given the title of prince? No, I did not. I didn't know a lot of these things would happen the way that they ended up transpiring. How did they come to be this way? They came to be this way because I positioned myself. I learned about cryptocurrency on my own. I learned how to make beats and sell them online on my own. All these other business endeavors that I started, I learned them on my own. I learned AI on my own. Like these things I didn't even go to school for these things. I'm gonna just keep it 100. So a lot of people they're in disbelief about my level of expertise and knowledge. when it comes to blockchain, when it comes to the software, when it comes to AI. Why is that? Because I took it serious. I positioned myself to get to the information. Never forget, these institutions like schools is only one medium of information acquisition. You got to look at it for what it is. All it is the acquisition of information. There are many mediums now. That's not the only way. And the best medium for this information is the individuals that are already succeeding in it. These individuals are on LinkedIn today. I remember I was about 16, 17 years old, and I had a business class at school. And we had like a, it was like a in field trip day where business people came, and real business people came and talked to us. You had different real estate brokerage firms, you had law firms. It was one guy there who was an angel investor. He was over private equity, and I sat down with him. I think we got to rotate between tables. So I sat down with him for about 10, 15 minutes, and I told him, straight up, I want to do what you do. He was really interested and intrigued because, like I said, at that time, I was already selling Beats Online. He wanted to hear about that, but I wanted to get his opinion on how I could do what he did one day, which, gratefully enough, it seems to be that day is now. But nonetheless, I wanted to do what he did. I wanted to run private equity. I wanted to, learn acquisition. I wanted to learn the art of buying and selling businesses. I wanted to get in his game. And I remember talking with him, and he taught me in that 10 minutes something that I carry with me now to you. I asked him, should I go to school and this and that? You know what he told me? He said, it sounds like you've been listening to what everyone around you is saying. But look around you. Do you know anyone in private equity that's saying, what are they saying? They're telling you to go get an MBA. I could only imagine. He said, look, I didn't do that. He said, I got here based off of starting my own entrepreneur startup, building my network, building my contacts, and got in the door. He said at a certain point, especially in this type of game, they don't care about what that piece of paper says. They care about what you know, who you know. And so I'm telling you guys this because it's about positioning yourself for information. The position of information. See, there's plenty of people that try to teach you about positioning and sequencing. But what should we sequence for first? An understanding. When the Creator loves a person, when the Creator really loves and favors a soul, such as mine, such as yours, He gives you an understanding. We seek to position ourselves for information. So in all of my traveling, what have I really been doing? Why am I telling you guys this is the cheat code? Yeah, I get to exercise freedom, all that, and it does require money. But look, I've been able to position myself to go places and acquire a better understanding of the game of business. After traveling to all these countries, after coming across the world, I understand the game of business better. I understand what money is better. I understand better for myself how I want to play it, what my end goal is, how I want to set myself up. And this is what I'm telling you guys to position yourself to do. And so we must understand there are a million mediums of information now. AI can teach you almost anything. And so if you're not taking advantage of these opportunities, what are you doing? You must be listening to outside voices who don't have anything. And so I say that because once you acquire information, the question, once you realize, like, I need to acquire information, it becomes what should I be acquiring information on? Well, you need to be acquiring information in regards to current opportunities that position you for exponential growth. I do not involve myself in things that cannot lead to exponential growth. I don't. That doesn't mean I'm not going to extract cash flow from what I can at the time, because I will. But up my sleeve always will be an end goal of exponential growth. So to me, it doesn't matter. I think the cryptocurrency market is down right now, and Bitcoin's at like 95K, which is relatively low. I don't care. I'm still buying. Why? I don't care if it goes to zero. What else gives me the opportunity to have a 30, 50, 100, 200, 1,000x. What else? What else on earth right now gives me that opportunity? Nothing. Nothing gives you that opportunity. What else gives you that opportunity to build a business for the future if not utilizing AI? See, you gotta have a business mind is the creative, innovative individual, the Hermione. That's why I teach you guys how to become the Hermione. To number one, save your family, save your lineage, but also build something that which divine blessings can flow through. Be the creative, innovative one. This is business. Am I suggesting that you recreate the wheel always? No. But I'm saying you shouldn't be passing up opportunity. Now, the reason why I'm saying you can take this opportunity to really transform your life is because think about it. You could have, right now, you could take your regular working job, whatever you're doing. And for those that are curious, how do I do what I do? Well, I position myself to extract profit from assets that you could never do up until now. You wouldn't see a 30, 40, 50x. I was learning about cryptocurrency as a teenager. I knew its potential. You extract that capital. Let's say I had 3,000, okay, 100x, say even a 10x. You got 30K. You can play that game for a while, relatively safe. Once you build it up to a few 100,000, which in today's world, I'm talking to those that are ready to take risks, that are ready to analyze what is before us today. You could generate income through a AI agency. You know, it's so many opportunities. I'm doing all of them right now. I'm doing all of them. I'm telling you now, my end goal is the same end goal that I told that entrepreneur that sat down with me at Angel Investor at 16 years old. The same end goal is private equity. The same end goal is acquisition. That's the same end goal. But you can utilize today's opportunities of the technological growth. To catapult you forward. I don't care whether it all goes to zero or not. I don't care whether it's actually valuable or not. All I know is that every business on earth right now needs AI automation and integration. That will be the new standard. It's kind of like how businesses didn't have websites. That'll be the new standard. An AI chatbot on the website. It'll be a new standard. AI doing posting, all of that. I got a deeper lesson on that. But that's the new standard. Cryptocurrency. This is the new standard. Then all these people around you become adoption experts. They've never left their home country. Many of them never left their state. Many of them never left their half of their country. They've never even been cross-country. I've been cross-world. And I'm telling you, they're not adoption experts. Adoption is happening. Adoption is happening. And so we need to understand this. What's the real play here? Am I suggesting you guys to be cryptocurrency traders? No. Am I going to sell you guys a trading course? I will never sell you guys a trading course. I will never sell you guys a course on how to run a marketing agency. I've experimented with all these things. I'm not going to sell you something that doesn't work. I'm not going to teach you something here for free that doesn't work. You can take advantage of the cryptocurrency market. Take advantage of these growing business opportunities. Position yourself for an exit of however much you can do. I mean, even if it's 100,000, right? The goal is build up an account, build up resources during this wealth transfer, which is happening. It's touching somebody's hand. So I'm gonna make sure it's touching mine. I want you to be touching yours too. Let's say you get 200,000-300,000 off of some cryptocurrency projects, or you got it off of an AI business that you started, or some way that you integrated AI in your business. I'm talking to those who want to do business here. Let's say you've done that. Now you can take that 300, 400, 500,000, put it into low yield, 4 or 5% a year, combination of cryptocurrency, stocks, bonds, and it generates 5% a year. How much is that? This is the game of the wealthy. This is what the opportunity is. This is what they don't want you to realize. It's not about the opportunity to make $1 million a day. Are there people doing that? Of course. There were people making $1 million a day way before cryptocurrency, way before AI, way before this new technological wealth transfer, way before that. It's not about that. It's about when the wealth transfer occurs, you have the unique opportunity to make exponential gains on capital. We live in a capitalistic society across the globe. You have the opportunity today to acquire capital at a faster pace because business is online now. And now you have the opportunity to grow this capital exponentially. You've never had that opportunity before, to where you can exit those positions, put it into low risk stocks, bonds, real estate, and be rich forever. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Many of you aren't seeing what I'm saying. I'm showing you how I'm setting myself up for life. I'm showing you how I'm saving my lineage. I'm showing you how I'm saving my royal family even. I'm saving my tribe with this. And you can save yourself. You can save your family. You can be the Hermione. You can be the one in which divine blessings flow through. If you just but take advantage of the plan at hand. I need you to realize hesitation has no place in a time like this, when all that you want is before you. I want to see you attain it. I want to see you get it. I believe in you. And this is the opportunity. This is the opportunity for us to acquire capital, grow this capital exponentially, and go on to set ourselves up with a foundation that's unbreakable. Like that's the mindset of a man. Like that's what the game is right now. And so I want you to consider that in all that you do, in the way that you position yourself for a powerful, purposeful life through destiny.